Hi, this is Mike making my video. Today is the 1st of January 2024. It's 8:30 a.m. Basically, I making this video to chronicle my insights and new discoveries that I've had. So, anyway, that's kind of where I'm at with things. I, have, new insights on things, and I, basically, I'm telling the world about it. So, anyway, that's where I'm at with things. So with that being said, I'm talking about Kundalini and raising your energies. There have been times that I've used methamphetamines and it raised my energies, to the point where I was able to perform major miracles. So anyway, I wouldn't condone it for everybody. It's not for everybody. But I will say that, for the most part, it raised my energies to the point where I was able to perform miracles. And I know for me, but it's not for everybody. Methamphetamines is a drug, that can, raise my energies. It says raise your vibrations, to perform miracles and to have manifestations, and basically I would have to say that, it works, but I wouldn't recommend it for everybody. Some people run their lives amok by doing it, and you can ruin your life messing with that stuff. But that needless to say, it's much the same with raising your energies too, so it's 50 of one, half a dozen of the other. Any way you look at it, when you mess with magic and raising your energies, you can destroy a lot of things. One of the things that is a requirement to perform miracles is that you have to pretty much sacrifice and relinquish, the things that you do have. You have to renounce the world and walk away from everything, and hit the bricks per se, and that's really the long and short end of it. That you have to submit and sacrifice and humble yourself, and basically leave everything behind. And you have to lose your job, you have to lose your family, you have to lose your friends, you have to lose your knowledge, you have to lose your money, your possessions, and walk away from it all. And that's really how you obtain the ability to do magic. You have obtained the ability to do it, but then, with that being said, you basically Um, you know, you basically perform miracles, and you do things that are incredible. I've had miracles where, I'm not going to get into too many details about them. I've outlined them in my previous videos. But yeah, these miracles that I'm talking about are incredible. They are mind-blowing. And, a person can't wrap their mind around it. I mean, sure, some things kind of, like deja vu and, raising your frequencies to the point where you can make things out of nothing, drawing from the quantum field. And of course, having control over the elements and, walking through walls or whatever and, things like that. And of course, it might actually raise your vibrations to where you see things that normally you wouldn't see on a regular basis. You run into situations and events that contain, supernatural things and, rare creatures, aliens or whatever. And, these abilities and talents that you have get magnified and, they get expressed and you're able to do these things. So, with that being said, you have to raise your energies and have a fixed focus on the things that you do want to achieve. And, basically, single point, single in purpose. You pray without ceasing. You become one mind. You don't become divided in your thought process. You get focused. You're single in thought, single in purpose. And you have determination, sacrifice. You have to give up everything. And, you got to consider miracles and magic and stuff like that. Supernatural events, they have a cost to them. And it's very specific. If you give 2 cents and throw it in the well, you're not going to get jack shit. You might get some little synchronistic thing, but if you give $2 million and donate it to something or give it to people or just leave it behind, you're going to get far greater things. And it's just the way it works. Everything has a cost to it, a specific cost. And, the universe will meet you at the level that you're ready to be met at. So normally people are bouncing around in this area, and up here is where the supernatural things take place. So incrementally raise your energies until you get up to this level. And when you get up to this level, then you have a breakthrough. It might be a breakdown, but it becomes a breakthrough. And so anyway, you almost have to be born into it also. So like drug-induced psychosis or mania or whatever, some kind of psychological thing has to be present in order to do this. You have to be out of your mind in order to do it. You can't be in your right mind. You can't be in your rational mind. You have to let go of the ego. You have to annihilate the ego. It's, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. You get the gift that keeps on giving, a mental illness that never goes away. But the thing is with that, along with that is hidden in that is a great reward, a great gift. And, that your weakness is your strength. So, God says that God's strength is made perfect in your weakness. So, so anyway, you have to have a lot of energy, you have to have focus, you have determination, you have to have faith, you have to have belief, you have to have, become like a child. Have the foolishness of a child, the innocence of a child, the openness of a child, the belief of a child. And, you have to take your right and left hemisphere of your mind and make them into one mind. And so, you have determination, you have timing. Your timing has to be perfect. And, your timing has to be perfect. That's essential. And then, of course, strike when the iron is hot. And so you have to believe in infinite possibilities, pure potential. The law of polarities, you don't want to be polarized. You want to be open to whatever, accepting to whatever, and not attached to any kind of outcome. You have to be open to everything. And, you have to have the compassion of a woman, but the strength of a man. You have to have strength. You have to have loftiness, expansiveness, euphoria, bliss. Intelligence. You have to be incredibly intelligent to the point where, you have to be far greater than the average person. And then courage. You have to step out of your comfort zone and make a stand. Do something that you normally wouldn't do. Take on a challenge and do something, say something, act on it. And, you have to have, you reap what you sow, You have the law of giving and taking, receiving, and giving and receiving. Reap what you sow. And so anyway, I think I covered as many areas as I can. You got like the 12 universal laws, and basically, and you have to have it's more or less a law of attraction, but they fail to emphasize, there's miracles that are involved in that. Supernatural things that are incredibly valuable. They're priceless, and you can't put a price tag on them. There are things that only happen once in a lifetime for people sometimes, or if they even happen. And, so these things are priceless, and they're treasures in heaven. And usually they have to do with supernatural things and miracles. So, with that being said, there really isn't much more to it than that. So, the law of gender, it can't be a male or a female. I mean, yeah, you can, you are, but you have to be stoic, is what they're trying to say. Not caught up in your, your stereotypes of what your physicality is. You have to deny the flesh. You can't be chasing women and wine. Pleasures. You have to get away from that. And you have to be ascetic. And you have to be, austere and ascetic. And, basically, you have to not worry about your appearance all the time, and, not dress up all the time, and you don't worry about your appearance, and you can't be after money. You can't worship money. You can't, God and mammon don't mix, and you can't be chasing women and wine. You can't be a buyer and seller, merchant of the earth, basically. You can't be a homosexual. You can't be an alcoholic. You can't, none of that. And none of those people inherit the kingdom of heaven. You can't be a warmonger. You can't be a whoremonger. You have to be innocent. And the Holy Spirit will only come to those who are worthy, are pure of heart. So, that's something to be said. And one last thing, you got to be careful. You forgo these things. You have to understand there's a hefty price to pay, and you could lose everything, and you can die in the process. If you inherit the whole world, you can lose your very soul. What does it profit you? So anyway, that's all I got to say. Over and out.